Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Rob's World of Boxing. Let's get it. Fuck. Alright, let's get in this fight night we had last night, December 18th, 2021. It turned out to be a good night of boxing, actually, a good Saturday night of boxing. We had boxing on DAZN, basically. And then we had a pay-per-view card. You know how I feel about that. We had that spectacle. But shit. It was a good night of boxing, nevertheless. But yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's start with that Derek Chisora, Joseph Parker fight. Joseph Parker, it was 29-2, 21 KOs. Now he's 30-2, 21 KOs. Wasn't a KO. It was a good fight. Derek Chisora was 32-11 with 23 KOs. Now he's 32-12. So, sorry, y'all. Yeah, this was a back and forth fight. It was a brawl, man. It was a slobber knocker. They was going at it. I guess he proved me wrong. They down there on the same level, man. They on the same level if you ask me. But yeah, it was a slobber knocker. Man. So early on in the fight, Joseph Parker supposedly put Chisora down, but I don't think it was a clean knockdown. He hit him with an overhand right, and he kind of like pushed him with his arm, and the refs gave him the knockdown. I didn't understand why, but yeah, nonetheless, he gave it to him. So yeah. Every time that nigga Chisora would get knocked down, he would he'd go stand in the corner like a wounded animal, like just in the corner waiting on Parker to come. He'd be trying to be careful, I guess, using the corner to hold him up. And yeah, I never seen that before. It was crazy. But man, yeah, I don't really have too much to say on this fight. I mean, it was a good fight. They were going back and forth. Like I said, Parker just had a little more than Chisora. Plus, he had 3 knockdowns in this fight that the ref gave him. I only feel like it was only really 1 knockdown. Fuck it. He hit him in the 7th round with an uppercut. That was a clean knockdown. That was a knockdown. He knocked him down clean with that one. Then in the 8th round, he hit him with another uppercut. Then he pushed him. And the ref called that one a knockdown too. And I was like, what the fuck? That ain't no knockdown. Like I was well, I was biased in the fight, but I felt like Chisora on his last leg, so I was kind of like, let Parker win. Not let him win, but shit, I was hoping Parker take the win, so it'll be more future fights ahead in the future. But yeah, he gave him 2 knockdowns in the fight. I didn't agree with the refereeing at all in this fight. It was horrible refereeing. But like I said, it was a back and forth contest. Both fighters again looked exhausted. They was gassed out in the 7th, 8th round. it was looking like fight of the year early on in the fight, back and forth. Chisora, Parker, back and forth contest. Uh, but damn, in the second half of the fight, both fight. I mean, they big guys, they heavyweights. They were looking exhausted, leaning on each other. It was looking sloppy out there. It was looking sloppy out there. But yeah, I think I had Parker winning the fight too. Yeah, sadly, I had Parker winning. But I think this should be Chisora last fight. Honestly, I feel like he he a heavyweight. He done took a lot of punishment. He done took a lot of hard, heavy hits. So like it might be time to hang it up, buddy. Nothing to be ashamed of. Had a great career. But hey, maybe you might need the money. Shit, I don't know. But yeah, good fight nonetheless. But on the undercard we had Carlos Gongora versus LaRon Richards. I thought like I said, I hadn't seen any one of these fighters throw a punch prior to the fight. But yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, I really wasn't too impressed with either fighter. Gongora, he's a power puncher. He had 20 wins, 15 KOs. So that's his MO. So he wanna push the action. You know, he constantly coming forward. He wanna make it a rough and tough fight. LaRon, I think he was what 15-0 with 3 knockouts. So he trying to box. He trying to stay on the outside. And the fight went to the cards. So that can give you an indication on who imposed it. On who will got imposed. Gongora kept coming forward, but he wasn't coming forward effectively, in my opinion. He really wasn't landing too many clean shots. Richards was boxing pretty nice. I wouldn't say he was boxing amazing, boxing great, but he was boxing pretty nice. Doing an okay job of hitting and not getting hit. I feel like he just did enough just to win. And outpoint Carlos Gongora. So I had him winning that fight. But yeah, man, he's in the division with Jermall Charlo, David Benavidez, Caleb Plant, all those other dogs, man. He's Demetrius Andrade. He's in that division, man. And I don't. Yeah, let's just pray for him. Let's just pray for him. All right, but yeah, it was a pretty good card, nonetheless. Okay, now we go get into that card. The other card that happened on the zone in Texas at 6:00, 9 Eastern. Zerto Ramirez versus I still can't say the nigga first name, but Gonzalez. I wish I could say his first name because he earned my respect in this fight. And I'm not gonna lie, the females earned my respect too. They did. I say 2 of the best female fighters I done seen in a long time, besides Clarissa DeGuote, of course. I didn't see in a long time. What's her name? Marlon Esparza and Senicia Estrada. Esparza was 11-1, and Estrada was 22-0. Man, they was looking nice. They made me reconsider my position on women's boxing. Maybe I was just watching the wrong women's fights to start. So I want to say, you know, sincerely, as a man, I apologize to all the female fighters. The female fights and the female fighters that I was seeing early on was just giving y'all a bad name. Esparza and Estrada, they the truth. Marlon Esparza, she lost one fight and she lost to Estrada, actually. Man, I can see how, but Esparza, she was out there looking real fast, twitchy. She was out there, man, she was out there looking very, very athletic. She wasn't flat-footed at all. She was on her toes. She was moving. She was moving like a. She was moving like, man. She was moving like a well-tuned athlete. So yeah, she opened my eyes. She opened my eyes, you know, when it comes to women boxing. And Estrada, she damn, Estrada, yeah, she nasty. She nasty. She put her opponent down in the second round. She put her down with a fucking I think it was a overhand left, if I'm not mistaken. And then yeah, she finished her off in the fourth round. KO'd her, I think it was an uppercut. And yeah, she nasty. I like her. I like her a lot. They put some respect on their name, man. They put some respect on women's boxing name, man. I respect it. Both of those girls. Yeah, but other than that, the undercard, you know, it was what I expected. It really wasn't. It was underwhelming, to say the least. But the two, yeah, like I said, I mean, I can't say underwhelming because the two girls, they proved me wrong, and those were some amazing contests. So it was an okay undercard. But the Rene Alvarado and Lamont Rowe Jr. fight, I mean, it was an okay fight, but it was what I expected. Lamont Rowe Jr. He's supposed to fight Chris Colbert after this fight. He's not ready for Chris Colbert. Well, Chris Colbert supposed to fight somebody. I forgot the other guy name. I haven't heard of him. But he supposed to fight that guy for a belt or something like that. And if he win, which I don't know the other guy. I know Chris Colbert. Chris Colbert gonna win that fight most likely. But I'm gonna do some research on the other guy, see what's up. But if he fight Chris Colbert, Chris Colbert gonna beat the shit out of Lamont Rowe Jr. He gonna be out there looking like that boy daddy. Man. Yeah, I don't think you wanna do that, Roach. Like I said, Rene Alvarado, he had lost 11 fights. And he wasn't out there. Actually, his promoters had told him before this fight he should retire. You know, maybe hang it up. Cause they was sensing like, you know, he was at the end of his rope. And he convinced them to give him one more fight, which was this fight. And he was looking good in the beginning, came out looking good, coming forward, throwing hard blows. And yeah, Lamont, he was kind of scaring me. His defense was kind of loose. He wasn't standing on the phone as much as he should. And he's flat-footed as shit. So he was kind of trying to be a boxer and move, but it's kind of hard when you flat-footed. So he was getting tagged a lot. But then as the fight progressed, Alvarado started getting slower. The punches stopped, coming as frequent. And they didn't have as much steam as they had on them in the beginning of the fight. And Roach started, boxing, stand on the outside, and then when he would come in the inside, he would do a nice job of throwing hard counter punches, sitting down on his punches. So yeah, I mean, the fight was what I expected. Uh, Said it went to the cards, and they gave it to Roach. I'm not gonna argue with it, but yeah, it was. I mean, yeah, the fight was underwhelming in my opinion, but yeah, man, you don't want to go see Chris Colbert right now. That's what I got from that. That's exactly what I got from that. All right, now we're gonna get into the main event with Zurdo Ramirez and Gonzalez. Boy, oh boy, it was a good one. It was a good one. I like Zurdo Ramirez. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like that boy. He kind of nice. Hold on, one. Yeah, he kind of nice. Fucking he coming up from super middleweight. He at light heavyweight now. Fucking it was his fifth fight. When he's 43-0 now with 29 knockouts. Yeah, I think we need to start putting some respect on his name. He's let's just get into the fight. So in the first round, man, Gonzalez came out looking like a world beater. And man, he came out looking big, strong. Man, that boy, I'm telling you, he looking intimidating as fuck. He was just, man, he won. Before the fight, if it was like, a contest of who's who, before the fight, that nigga won that. He was looking scary as shit. I was like, this nigga is intimidating. I would never fight that boy. You know what happened with that boy. I'm not fighting you. But yeah, like I said, he came out, man. He was beating the hell out of Zurdo. He was hitting with everything. Fuck it, that boy Zurdo was looking real sleepy. Gonzalez was hitting with some solid 1-2s. Sitting down on them bitches too. I was like, Jesus, who the fuck? Zurdo, boy, you need to go back down. You finna go to bed. But yeah. In his corner, Zurdo Ramirez's corner, he was telling him in between that round, like, man, you need to wait till this guy gets tired, because he comes out strong. Boxing for a minute, boxing from the outside, and fucking pick your shots with the hammer, but use the jab. So in the second round, Zurdo came out, listened to his corner. That's what he did. He boxed him, and fucking he won that round in my opinion. Boxing. And then in the third round, more the same. He was boxing. He won the third round, but during the third round, fucking Gonzalez threw Zurdo in like a headlock. Fucking and was like choking him. He was like choking that nigga out. I was like, what the fuck? That nigga he had that nigga in the head like a UFC chokehold. I was like, damn, that's crazy. But the ref actually broke him apart and deducted Gonzalez a point at that moment. I was like, the broadcasters was like, they feel like it was a premature deduction, but I was thinking in my head as watching the fight, like I said, it was a headlock, like a UFC headlock, like it was too much, man. So yeah, I felt like the deduction was warranted. So in the fourth round, so the third round gave that to Zurdo, that's Zurdo, that's 10-8 round. But in the fourth round, same thing came out. It was a slugfest. Actually, it wasn't the same thing. Zurdo stopped boxing and he gave in a Gonzalez fight, so it was a slugfest. But Zurdo, he outslugged him, in my opinion, in that round. Gave that round to Zurdo too. Fucking, 5th round was more the same. They was slugging it out. Zerto, he got cojones, man. He be trying to prove himself. He be trying to fight the other guy's fight. I mean, he's big, he's rangy, he's long. He can stay on the outside and box, but he likes to get in there and mix it up. So that's what he was doing in the 5th round. Gonzalez had a better round than he had in the 4th round, but I still gave that round to Zerto. In the 6th round, it was another round for Zerto. He was in cruise control at that point. Fuck it. Then in the 7th round, I'm not gonna lie, Gonzalez hit Zerto Ramirez blood. He hit that nigga with the most vicious headbutt I ever seen in my life. That motherfucker looked like a boulder coming at his head. I'm surprised. I don't know how he didn't go down. But yeah, man, that motherfucker hit his chin hella hard, solid flesh. But he withstood it, and I think that kind of had him kind of dizzy though, cause Gonzalez hit him with a nice, he hit him with a nice hook, a nice left hook in that round. But he hit him with a few other nice punches, 1-2s. I gave that round to Gonzalez. That was his gave Gonzalez the 1st round and the 7th round. The only 2 rounds I gave him of the fight. Yeah, man. 8th round, Zerto got back to boxing, doing what his corner wanted him to do, stand on the outside boxing. Actually, they kept telling him to go to the body. He was kind of head hunting. He wasn't going to the body enough, but nonetheless, he got the job done. Going to the head, he won that round. In the 9th round, Zerto started going to the body more. Doing what his corner told him to do. He did a good job at releasing combos and pivoting. Lomachenko, you know how Lomachenko do. He was doing a good job of that all night, but he really did a good job of it in the 9th round, and he went to the body, so I gave that round to Zerto. And in the 10th round, 10th round is where the fight ended. Zerto got Gonzalez against the ropes, and threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. Commenced giving him a beating. Put this weed out. Commenced giving him a beating. Yeah, and that was the end of the fight, man. The ref stopped it. Fuck it, man. When the ref stopped it, I guess the stoppage was warranted. Cause the Gonzalez, this nigga picked the ref up and gave him a hug. The ref stopped. You know how the ref will stop it and like hug him and stop it. This man, Brody man, hugged him tight and picked him up. I was ref was laughing and shit. I'm like, man, shit. He was happy to see that stoppage. He was like, stop it, ref. He didn't want to say stop it, but he was happy. He looked happy as hell that the ref stopped that shit. But yeah, man. Yeah. It was a good fight. My conclusion from the fight, what I got from that was Zerto takes a lot of punches. He takes a little too many punches in my opinion. But he got a great chin. That's what it shows me. He has a great chin. After the fight, he called out Bivol, which he does frequently. He been calling out Bivol. I think Bivol need to answer that call now. I think he's threw his name in the hat with the top light heavyweights in the world. Yeah, man. Arthur Beterbiev, Zerto Ramirez, yeah, man. What's the other? You know what I'm saying? The guy who this nigga keep calling out. I'm high and smoke that whole shit. But yeah, all these guys need to step up, man. Let's get it. Oh yeah. talk about the Jake Paul fucking Willie card a little bit. Willie put him on his face. I mean, Jake Paul put Willie on his face. I seen it. Well, I didn't see it. I didn't buy that shit. I looked at it on YouTube. Put him down. Put him on his face. Fucking yeah, that's what I seen. I seen Frank Gore, Darren Williams. I heard Darren Williams beat Frank Gore, threw him through the ropes or some shit like that. And yeah, man. I wish I would have seen what happened with the Janion Love fight. I couldn't find it, but I heard he won. What else? Let's get off that. I ain't seen nothing about the man of Serrano. Well, I wasn't looking. Maybe I should have looked because those other two females did open my eyes. Yeah, this video getting a little long. But honorable mention, man, David Morrell. I didn't know that fight was gonna be on. It wasn't in my previews. But David Morrell Jr., he beat Alani Fox. Alani Fox was 28-2. He gave Demetrius Andrade a hell of a fight. It went to unanimous decision for Andrade. But yeah, man, Morrell knocked him out. He knocked him out in what was it though? 4th or 5th round, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't watch it, but I just seen the highlights. But he was looking real explosive, and yeah, the fighter he fought before this was undefeated as well. Now he's 6-0 with 5 KOs. He's looking like a very solid prospect. So, and he's you know, he's up there with Charlo, Plant, and Benavidez as well. So they really need to look out for him. I don't know about that Richards guy, LaRon Richards, but they need to look out for him. And yeah, man, it was a good night of boxing, man. Rob's World of Boxing. Like, subscribe, all that shit. Yeah.